Among the main targets that could be struck if U.S. President Donald Trump were to order a new round of airstrikes in the country are Syrian facilities alleged to be connected with chemical weapons production, CNN reported. However, decisions on any specific strikes have not yet been made, a U.S. administration official familiar with the matter told CNN, stressing that the U.S. military could be engaged very quickly if the believed Damascus had launched a chemical weapons attack. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said in a statement earlier on Friday that the U.S. sees Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's defense of a possible operation in the province of Idlib as an escalation of the conflict. Lavrov has said Syrian President Bashar Assad's government has the legitimate right to expel terrorists from Idlib, where militant groups such as Jabhat al-Nusra have taken refuge. Speculation about the possibility of a chemical weapons attack in Syria has grown in recent weeks after Russian officials warned of a plot to launch such an assault in order to provoke Western retaliation against the Syrian government. Lavrov said Russia has evidence that such an attack is being prepared and has already transferred this proof to both the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons and the United Nations. Meanwhile, the Russian Navy and Aerospace Forces will hold joint large-scale training exercises in the Mediterranean Sea from September 1 to 8. Lavrov said Friday that the naval exercises in the Mediterranean area are a normal event and every country has the right to hold such drills. Russian Navy Commander-in-Chief ADM Vladimir Korolev has said that the zone of the upcoming maneuvers in the Mediterranean has been declared temporarily dangerous for regular navigation and air traffic. The U.S. Defense Department told Sputnik Thursday that it was aware of reports of a huge military exercise Russia planned to stage in the Mediterranean Sea this week, and hoped Moscow would follow the rules of safe conduct. Last week, Russian Defense Ministry spokesman Maj. Gen. Igor Konashenkov said that terrorists of the Tahrir al-Sham group, affiliated with the Jabhat Nusra, were preparing a provocation in Idlib province in order to accuse Syrian government forces of using chemical weapons against civilians. On Tuesday, the Russian Center for Syrian Reconciliation reported that representatives of the White Helmets group had delivered a large shipment of toxic substances to a warehouse used by Tahrir al-Sham militants in Idlib province in order to stage a false flag chemical attack and subsequently accuse the government forces of the use of toxic agents against civilians. Moreover, Syrian Foreign Minister Walid Muallim said Thursday that the White Helmets had also kidnapped 44 children to stage an incident with chemical weapons in Syria's Idlib. On April 7, Western media outlets reported that a chemical attack had been conducted in the Syrian city of Doma in the Damascus suburb of eastern Ghouta. Western countries immediately blamed Damascus for the attack. The Syrian government denied the accusations and said that the Jaish al-Islam terror group staged the attack to encourage foreign intervention in Syria. On April 14, the United States, the United Kingdom and France launched over 100 missiles on multiple targets in Syria in response to the alleged chemical weapons attack. Russian President Vladimir Putin said that the strikes were carried out in violation of the norms and principles of international law.